You now listening to the Redhands podcast. Should be the only thing you listening to. Yo, you now tuned in to the podcast from Redhands. He interviewed everybody from Buster to Mess Man, from your favorite comic to your favorite rapper. Then took it right back and interviewed every one of your favorite actors. Marlon Wayans to Jake Gyllenhaal. Vet in the game, been doing this for years and he's still involved. For the culture, for the life, for the art, for the sights, for the love most of all. Finally someone doing it right. Red hands over everything, R-O-E. Dead to every other podcast, R.I.P. Red Hands Podcast, tune in, pay respect. Red Hands Podcast, you never know what he'll say next. This is the Red Hands Podcast. This is the Red Hands Podcast. This is the Red Hands Podcast. You never know what he'll say next.
Welcome everyone to the Red Hands Podcast. This is the third episode. First two episodes we had wrestler Diamond Dallas Page. He was talking about DDP yoga. It's a really awesome thing. It's helped war veterans walk. It's helped wrestlers get back in shape in the ring. Check that out. Also got an interview with my man Gilly the Kid, King of Philly. He's been signed by Birdman. Tried to get signed by Jay-Z, 50 Cent. He's got a new label, new record. So go check that out. SoundCloud.com/The Red Hands Podcast. So third interview today. Very special guest. Somebody I've known for a while that I've seen really make all the right moves. And he's definitely going to be somebody in the future. So I'm trying to get him early before he really blows up. So when he does blow up, you know, he can look back at all the hard work he did. My man Frankie Santella.
Thank you.
I'll probably add some hand claps in there or something.
Nice.
So let's talk about Frankie a little bit. He is the manager of an up-and-coming group from the Philadelphia area called Ground Up. It's composed of three guys, Azar, Malcolm, and the producer, Beej Links. So let's talk about Ground Up a little bit. You know, they've been on, what's some of their biggest achievements? They've been on tours, they've been overseas, they've done records with big names. Talk about it a little bit.
So most recently, the guys we've been working towards putting out music and, you know, dedicating specific times for when we do that. So their most recent release was their single Let's Ride, so we shot a video for it. It did pretty well. We actually got some exposure from the Huffington Post. They named it as the summer anthem of the year, which was pretty dope. That was probably one of our biggest accomplishments in the last couple of years.
That's what's up. I remember reading that.
Yeah, I mean, the Huffington Post got us great exposure. It was a song that we did on ourselves. We didn't have any features on it, so it was kind of like an in-house type production.
So how many years did it take to really get into the Huffington Post? Because you guys have worked really hard to get there.
Yeah, I mean, it took us quite a bit, you know, a couple of years, 3-4 years. We started this back in 2008. And we have a good team. So it's myself as one of the managers. We have Sam, Troy, and we have John Zucchino. So us three collectively, we're able to get a lot more done because it's not just all on one person, you know.
Right,
Typically, they have like one manager. Our company's built up of 6 people. There's me, Sam, and John, and then we got Ground Up, Azar, Malachi, and Beej Link. So the 6 of us collectively, we're able to do a lot more together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And as far as Huffington happened, that was a fan who was actually a friend of a friend, and he was one of the writers for Huffington, and he liked our music. And that's how a lot of our exposure happens, from friends, people wanting to help out the movement.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching their career, and I can tell that's why I say you guys have done everything right, because everyone wants to know how to get on, and you guys are doing it. People just don't know how long it takes. Like, did you have any idea what you were getting yourself into?
No idea. No
like,
idea.
What did you first think when you were like getting involved?
So I was at West Virginia University, and I've been buddies with Azar since we were 10, 11 years old.
Right, yeah.
And Azar used to rap on his own back at home, back in Bucks County. And
funny story. I used to I was like, before he had a studio, I told him I was like the first dude to help him out, I guess.
He mentioned that. He always mentioned that. Yeah, every time your name comes up. But
he's a good kid. Like, not to say I'm like an old man, but he's a good dude, like good kid. Like,
yeah, for
he's
sure.
Just grinded it out. Like he did what you got to do.
Yeah, for sure. He's a good guy. Got a good soul. So I was at West Virginia University, and while I was there, he was at Temple University, and that's when he ran into Malachi. And Beej Links was always part of the group. Right. So I came back one time and they had some music they were making together now, him and Malachi. He told me he met this dope rapper, blah, blah, blah. And I was just pushing CDs at West Virginia at the time, just of Azar music before he met Malachi.
So you just were like, I like his shit. Other people need to hear it in my college.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Just with
CDs.
Azar. Yeah, just with Azar. I was handing out hard copy CDs.
Were you selling them, or you were just like,
No,
yo,
just
check my
hand them
boy
out.
out?
Just check them out. I was doing that in high school, and I was doing that at college.
Did the CDs have covers and everything?
Yep. Yeah.
Damn, you guys are
Mahatma.
legit.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Azar's like first CD he ever made. It was called Mahatma.
I remember hearing his early stuff, but I don't remember if I heard that.
Yeah, so it's dope. I have one of them.
You know what? I want to hear that. But you know,
Yeah.
a funny story. He let me borrow his M-Box, and one day he was gonna come to my house to record, and I didn't feel like doing it that day, so I just like brushed him off. So he asked for his M-Box back, and I gave it to him because it's his. And then after that, he just boom, like took off. So
Really?
like I'm not taking any credit for anything, but that's just a funny story, isn't it?
That's funny. That is
Like
funny.
he asked, he's like, fuck Zach, I want that back, and I gave it back to him, and he obviously mastered
Well,
it.
you were like the older cousin of Harris. When you were younger, so
I guess I'm like 3 or 4 years older than Harris.
yeah.
How old are you?
25.
Okay, yeah, I'm 28.
Yeah.
But you're a little older than those guys, aren't you? Like, isn't Alex?
Azar's 24.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's turning 25. No, he just turned 25. We're the same
Okay.
age. What am I talking about? Yeah.
So you were handing out the CDs.
So, yeah, I mean, I was handing out CDs, blah, blah, blah. I'm at West Virginia. I'm missing everything that's going on at Philadelphia, at Temple University. That's where
Right.
all our homies are at. Everybody's living there. So I leave West Virginia after 1 year. And I come back. And
Remember I saw you at Bucks Community College?
Yeah. But that
You
was
were
before I went to West Virginia.
Ah, okay.
So I come back. I've been in school for a long ass time.
Man, it took me forever. Who cares?
So I come back and I just, I see what's going on. I never managed anybody before. I just came back and I was like, yo, let's start making this serious. With collectively, they were all thinking the same thing. We just really, when I came back, we just really started to push as hard as we could. You know what I'm saying?
So what influenced you guys, like, and gave you the knowledge to do all this stuff? Like, were you really into hip hop like that?
Probably Azar, because he was always into hip hop hard. Like
I remember that.
When nobody liked Kanye West, before Kanye was anything, he was listening to Kanye. You know what I'm saying? And he just knows anything about the history of hip hop. Azar knows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he really influenced me. And we were in college and we're all a group of best friends, and we were just like, you know what? Let's people like this. Like, we had a bunch of friends over. They all liked the music. We're like, let's start handing out CDs. So what we would do is we'd go down in North Philly and we'd get thousands of
blank
like
CDs?
blank CDs. We'd get them and we'd get the jewel cases for them.
Right.
And we'd get 2 CD burners that had like 8 slots in them. So we would just burn these CDs, these mixtapes,
Right.
and we'd walk around Temple University, hand out mixtapes for free.
Oh, that's what's up.
And we built enough of a name off of that people started giving recognition to the whole movement.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
some guerrilla marketing shit. Like, it was like,
that's like a 1 in a million too. I mean, because I'm sure other people have done that and they haven't gotten anywhere near, like, you know what I mean? Think about how many people have probably done that. And
it's not like it wasn't, when we were first doing it, it wasn't like a college market thing.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, kids weren't handing out free CDs on college campuses. I don't think.
So no one
at
else
least.
was doing it really.
No, it wasn't like that. Not the mass amount we were doing. We were handing out, every year we'd hand out 5,000 to 10,000 CDs for free. So it became a thing on campus where people would, receive these free CDs and they would just take
Right.
them. It was before SoundCloud, it was
Right,
before
yeah.
viral music. Like,
I mean,
that,
YouTube only started 2005, so I mean,
yeah, I mean, and YouTube was big, but it wasn't as where it is today. you
Yeah.
know? There wasn't a million rappers,
yeah.
even though it was
Oh,
only
yeah,
4 or
I
5
guess.
years ago. I mean,